Morning everyone. Okay, I still need to do a little bit more grinding here, but I'm just going to get a little bit of woodwork done first, just to give my hands a break from the vibration. That measures, as I said yesterday, sorry not yesterday, the other video, 53.4. So what I've done is I've marked that off here, and the inside is 48.8. So it's not going to go much further past here, so I'm going to cut this top off and then do some work on the sides to thin it down. Okay, got a bit of a dilemma. Now I shaved the bottom part of the handle down to not even half of what I need to take off. So the amount of wood I need to take off either side to allow that to go through, I took off a lot of it down here, and I found that makes it really thin. And for a hammerhead this size, axe head this size, I think that may just be too thin. So I decided to thin down the top. I know I will have a big gap at the back here. I decided to have the gap at the back. Try and get the front to fit as best as possible. And the bit that I cut off down here, which was that, I'm going to reshape, and that's going to be the wedge that makes up the back space, the void in the back. But I'm also going to cut a slot in here for the normal wedge to go down into, and hopefully with all that combined, that should do the trick. hope this works. I don't want to have to have done all this work and for it not to turn out the way I want. Tell you one thing though, I'm glad I went through and carefully selected which axe handle to buy, because the wood grain on this one's really nice. Doesn't look like much now, but with a little bit of linseed oil, it should come up nice. Okay, I didn't really want to do this, but I'm going to use a metal wedge. I thought about putting a wood wedge in there, but I want to make sure that this thing's not going to come flying off when in use. So, a metal wedge it is. That big hole there, I'm going to make a small wooden wedge to go in that. finished.
How's it looking? That's not bad. Can I hold it?
Yep. Oh my god, you got your handle and mold.
Fuck, that looks sick. I like it right there. It's got good cleaver action on that tip. Very cool. I see.
Yeah, it's filling in with massive holes there.
That looks cool. That looks sick.
So that's your official YouTube review of this.
Yeah,
Sick
sick
as.
Fully sick. That's really well made. Yeah, I like how you've got that little end bit there that curves. Gives you better end action.
But you know, the thing is, when you hold it here, I actually split that wedge with this. You know, just push it.
Oh, really?
When you hold it top there, the weight is gone.
Yeah, true shit.
It's a lot more balanced, so you can use it for
Just
small
very
time.
handy, yeah. Well played, sir.
Of course, my big tripod is still in the car. So I'll do my best with the light that I have. How does that work? What's that? Yep, that's good. Okay, so that's a small one from the first set of videos, and the heat treat still has to be done on this. So once again, that's a small one. This is better without the torch. No. Okay. Alright, here's the big one. God, it almost looks like one of those old 3D films. Okay, I'll turn this torch back on. Shall I use this other one? See if that works better. Oh, that's much better. There you go. Now you guys can see. Now there was some hammer damage along here from the previous owner. Obviously trying to add a better wedge to it, but maybe not understanding that the hole at the top was wider than the hole down the bottom. So that has the metal wedge in it, as you can see, and a second wood wedge just there to fill in that hole. So that was attached first, and then the second wedge was put in. And also with the angle grinder, I put that in there, sort of shaped the top. It's very, very subtle. And I did it underneath as well. Harder to show you, but there it is. Funny thing is, I actually did the underneath part, the underside first, and then decided to make the top match the underside. And I cleaned up the hammer surface, cleaned up the corners and the edges on that. And just put a very rough edge on it. I still need some work, but there's no rush. I can do that anytime. And then gave it 3 coats of gun blue. Actually, hang on. There you go. From that to that. That belly, I reduced that belly quite a bit, as you can see here. From that to that. Alrighty, let's get back to the editing.